long ago, long before when human beings had started making clothes, people had problems. In fact, they had to find a way to cover themselves. Also, they had to keep themselves protected from the harsh, hot, and cold conditions from the different places of the world. So, they had to be sure that whatever material they use as their clothing will protect them from such harsh conditions. Hey guys, tell me, what you would have done if you were in their place? How you would have protected yourself from such harsh conditions? And what material you would have used as your clothing?
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
Ring any bells? You see, our ancestors used barks of the trees and long leaves as their clothing to keep themselves protected from the hot environment. Also, they hunted dangerous animals to wear raw skin as their clothing to keep themselves warm from a cold condition. Well, this went on for many years. In fact, later on, people taught themselves about farming, and then came the agriculture. Well, people had an easy access to vegetables, fruits, grasses. So basically, they had an easy access for feeding. And that stopped them hunting dangerous animals and killing wild trees. Because people had learned that weaving twigs and grass leaves actually helped them draping themselves and using them as the clothing item. In fact, even today, weaving of twigs and grass leaves is used as artifacts. We use them in making mattresses and baskets. Okay, but again, this went for a while. And early Indians realized that cotton plants can be utilized to make cotton fibers, and later on can be used to make cotton fabrics. Also, the ancient Egyptians realized that cotton and flax fibers can be used as the clothing item. Well, in India, earlier the cotton plant was grown near the river Ganga, and in Egypt, cotton plant and flax plant was grown near the river Nile. Okay, but even till then, people had no idea about stitching. They did not know that actually they could have used needle and a thread to stitch these long cotton and flax fabrics. Okay, so again, this went for a while. And then one day we had sewing. In fact, people had learned about sewing fabrics and making clothes or the clothing item. Later on, as many years passed, there were many modifications and many changes in the method of sewing. And now we have the modern era. In fact, we have endless options of clothing, don't we? I mean, tell me, how many shirts or pants or beautiful dresses do you have in your cupboard? Don't we take clothing for granted? Now imagine how our ancestors must have survived such a dangerous situation. Hey, here's an interesting fact. Do you know that there's something common between the ancient fabrics and the modern fabrics? Any guesses? Ring any bells? Well, let me tell you. See, back in those old days, people draped themselves with loose, long fabrics as a whole. And in modern era, even today, we use these long fabrics as a whole. We do not cut them or we do not stitch them. Can you name any such of fabrics? Yes, exactly. Dhotis, Duppatta, turbans are these long fabrics where you can use them without stitching or sewing. Isn't that interesting? Yes, it is. Now answer this simple question. Which of the following material was used as clothing item in the ancient times? Option A, silk. Option B, cotton. Option C, animal skin. And option D, linen. Good. The answer is animal skin and cotton.